Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome to another episode of BLITZVILLAGE. I don't know why you said it like that, but nonetheless, welcome back. And one thing I wanted to point out, yes, some people said that the B looks a lot like an 8, and I guess we could have made it stretch it out a little bit further, but I think it would look a little bit kind of off-center, so I think it's pretty good right now. I think the one cool thing that we could do is, so that at nighttime you could see it, is actually go ahead and put this in here. And that will go right there. And someone gave me the suggestion to do this, so I appreciate that. I just don't remember the person by name, so I apologize for that as well. And whoops-a-daisy. Whoa, nope, that wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah, of course, on the last time, we finished up the jail, which was pretty cool. There it is. It's over there in the background. You can see it. Which is pretty cool, and today we will start a brand new project indeed, but before that, I have to give you guys an update. First of all, I don't know why it is that every time we start an episode we need to get the time set to 0. Okay, there we go. So an update on the Batcave, of course. So let's get rolling down there, and actually another thing I have to update you on is, because I forgot to turn on the pack, the texture pack last time, which I apologize for, that was my fault. I will show you how the bottom layer of the jail looks, because a lot of people ask me about that. And then we'll get to what we're building for today. Okay, so first off, of course, our hidden little spot here behind this. We've got our levers. If you didn't know, that's how you enter the secret Batcave. You drop down. And I didn't do a lot to it, just because I've been so busy with all the different games that are coming out right now. It's been crazy. But I did start layering some stuff. Like, I want to make it all black wool around, so that it's going to look pretty gosh darn cool. So I think that looks nice. This is going to be kind of a separate area towards the vehicles, because I want to try to build out of Minecraft blocks. Like, let's say it's like a Batmobile and maybe like a Batwing or something like that. It's going to be a big project, I know, but I'll definitely try to do my best. And basically, I want to use obsidian for the floor. So I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty neato. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think that the overall black wool stuff looks pretty gosh darn cool. So that's where our Batcave is going to be. And for those that didn't know, this is our Batcave. Okay, so let's go ahead and close this up. Whoops-a-daisy. Come on. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, that's okay, I guess. Let's hope that that button will close the door at some point. Okay, so for now we head back up to the top. And go over here. Now close this up behind ourselves, of course. We'll check it out. Bam. Now no one even knows that there's anything there. And of course, going to go ahead and place a block. And then a redstone torch, as we said before, because that's our kind of way to indicate that there is something important over there. And there we go. Gonna go ahead and close that up. Now let's head for the police station to show you the underground there. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. Some people pointed out they like the look of that, so I just wanted to show it again. And whoops-a-daisy. Dropping it down. Make our way through here. Open this door up. Close it. And now head downstairs. There we go. Doing pretty well. I love the way that the tracks look in this texture pack. It looks so beautiful. So actually, you'll notice that things look even creepier when we've got this texture pack on, and you'll see that in just a split second. Okay, what's going on? Why can't I walk on these? Oh, okay, I double tapped by mistake. There we go. So you'll see, look at those. Those creeper heads look way creepier than they did before. Of course, things here are pretty much the same. Same stuff over here as well. And if we go around, of course, we've got our Pit of Doom with our zombies, who are, for some reason, very, very quiet. Are they even in there? What the heck? What happened to the zombies? Oh, don't tell me we're going to have to spawn some new zombies. Ah, I guess we will. Go, zombie, spawn. Go in there. Go. Whoa, okay. That was a little too much. There we go. Alright, so the Pit of Doom is now officially sealed once again. And of course, we've got some of our criminals over here hanging out. Probably getting into some sort of fights and stuff. And that is all. That is basically that entire little area down there. So now we can get to our build of the day. And our build of the day will be attributed to 3 people. That's the 3 comments that I found. There were some people who suggested to build a shop, but there was only 3 people who I found who suggested to build a weapons shop, which was something that I wanted to do because I think we could do it very quickly. Probably in an episode or 2, and just have kind of a simple little design that will then sell you whatever it may be. Guns, swords, it would not even be as much as a weapons shop. It would be just a tool shop, you know. I guess it would be like Home Depot or something, which is pretty funny when you think about it. But the 3 people that suggested that were Blitz Chaos Master. By the way, dude, you should have probably asked me to use my icon first, because that is a drawing done by me, so you should probably have at least asked me for permission first, but that's okay. I'm not going to be too picky on it right now. Vincent Sao, or maybe it's Kao, because it's C-A-O. It's almost like CEO, so you're almost like a boss, like a chief executive officer, but you are like a chief application officer, something like that. Just trying to come up with something for A. And we've got Nila Dutta, D-U-T-T-A, which is a pretty gosh darn cool last name. That's very cool. I love when last names are very, very short, and that's definitely a cool one, just like it was for Vincent. So, you 3 suggested to see a weapons shop, so that is what we are going to get working on. And I'm going to actually put it not too far away from the police department, and the reason for that is that it makes sense that the police department would want to be close to the weapon shop, just in case that if there are some crazy criminals or something like that, they could get those guys under control, right? So we're just gonna finger tap of doom so quickly. This is difficult. This is difficult. Oh, look at me tap, look at me tap, look at me tap. So yeah, of course, do not forget, guys, leave your suggestions in the comment section below for what you would like to see in the future. Just because I haven't picked it, that does not mean that you should be frustrated or that I wouldn't pick you in the future. It's just that for this episode, I was like, hey, we could do a weapon shop. I definitely want to do a regular shop as well at some point. I just feel like when we do the shop, I have an idea for it, and I feel like it's going to be a big, big project, so that's why I'm just kind of leaving it for now for a later date, but we will do it at some point. So for those of you who have suggested it, obviously would get a shout out, but again, continuously keep providing ideas and stuff like that in the comment section below, because based on that you will be entered. Because sometimes what I do is I go from episode to episode and I'll pick a few people who have suggested the same thing from different episodes. That way you don't feel ripped off, and that way everybody gets a fair chance to get a shout out and a quick little look. So definitely, even if you have suggested something before, you could suggest the exact same thing or that same thing and something else on this very episode as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and kind of do a little bit of a path here. Let me just put that right there. And this little pathway right here is actually going to be what leads us to our weapons shop. It's going to be kind of a dual entryway, or at least that's the goal here. We'll see if we could pull it off. Let's put this stairwell here. There we go. Okay, so now let's think. What do we want to do in terms of design for what kind of color or what kind of brick, etc. I think we should do something at some point like a block of emerald. That would look amazing. Imagine, like, check this out. Look at the way this looks. That is awesome, huh? Some people suggested to do a big tower. I definitely want to do that, like a big, almost like Avengers Tower type things. That would be definitely a cool suggestion. But again, one of those things that would, if you want to do it right and you don't want to just kind of half, you know what, you really want to kind of spend more time on that type of project. So, let's see. Why don't we go with red? I think red would look kind of unique. Even though we're going to go with red for our barn, so I don't really want to mix those colors up. Let's try this light gray wool. Maybe that would look cool. Okay, I like that. I like the color on that. So, then let's go ahead and well, actually, I don't even know why I did that. I'm having a hard time deciding. Okay, so what I'll do is this. This is where we'll do the doors, actually. So then, we'll go around, and we will begin to assemble the shop, which should be pretty easy. Okay, so, there we go. So this will be our walls, our outer walls. We don't want to make it too huge. Again, as I said before, it's going to be a bit of a simpler project, just so that we can get to other builds and things like that. And again, guys, if I don't do what you picked, I really am apologetic. I almost feel bad about doing Blitz Village sometimes, because I'm like, oh, but I should have picked this and this and this and this. But I really can't do it all, so I try my best to kind of do whatever gets the most likes. And then, as well as you can see, I mean, I definitely take into account certain things like time limits, and how much I want to make a certain episode, how long I want to make a certain episode, things like that are definitely always in my mind when I decide what I want to do. Because when, for example, when I picked to do the jail and the police house, that was a big project as well. So, I mean, that definitely took... I was thinking about it, I was like, do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? But then just the overwhelming amount of people who asked it, I was like, okay, I have to do it. And you saw, I mean, it took us like 3 or 2 episodes to do it. So definitely an extensive project indeed. And on top of that, some people did not even enjoy the fact that I edited out some of the building. They were like, you should have just kept everything. And I don't know, I thought maybe most people would be like happy that I edited it out because they don't want to watch all that other stuff. But you guys are such flipping awesome fans that you were like, no, we want to watch everything. We don't even care. And I mean, that's amazing to me. Like, seriously, I really, really do appreciate your support on the series and on everything. So thank you very much. Seriously, guys. So let's go ahead and build this up and get on over to here. Okay, so this will be, I guess, the actual foundation and the actual floor of the shop as well. So that's what that will act as. Okay. And of course, guys, in the future, you could expect some shorter episodes. Like, some people ask me to make a little well. I don't mind doing that. That sounds pretty cool. I'd love to do kind of a shorter episode, maybe do like a Q&A episode somewhere down the line, where you guys will just get to ask me questions, and I will just basically reply to questions during that episode instead of doing the typical build and sorry, time set 0. Even though it says in the actual white writing there, set the time to 0, so why is it that you have to type in time set instead of set time? Isn't it more correct to say set time, not time set? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I feel like when I do this, like I'm playing the game Snake. Have you guys ever played that game? It used to be on like every single cell phone. It was like the premier cell phone game was Snake, where you would just basically you play as these tiny little 2 dots. I think you started as 2 dots, and then there are dots that appear, and basically those are supposed to be apples. And every time you eat an apple, you would grow by 1 dot, and so it would build to the point where until you just did not basically die, and that was when it ended. But that game was addicting as all heck. I remember having that on my cell phone, on one of my early cell phones. And I remember playing that a lot, like hours and hours and hours. Everybody played it. I mean, we did like, in my neighborhood, we even did like competitions on who can get the most apples and stuff like that. And yeah, but at the time we didn't even know that they were apples. We would just call them dots. We'd be like, oh, how many dots can you get? And stuff like that. Because, I mean, we didn't even know that it was called Snake for a long time in my neighborhood. Okay, so looks like we've laid the foundation. Now, this is where the entrance is going to be, right? Or actually, you know what? Whoops. Wrong type of wall. There we go. So, this is where the entrance is going to be. So, you just come up. And as we said before, there are going to be a couple of entrances. So, we'll put another one right up here to just kind of have 2 different ways by which you could walk into the shop. And the idea is that I want to do kind of a concept of where what you're going to do is you're just going to there are going to be chests, and above each chest we're going to put like a picture with an item, and you just basically use that chest to purchase, quote-unquote, an item, which is pretty simplistic, but at the same time I think that would work. And I want to use the same type of applications for the big like supermarket shop, but of course with like foods and things like that, not just not just weapons and tools and stuff like that, which is what's going to go over here. But the supermarket idea, I have some other cool stuff I want to do there. I want to even do like a, you know how in supermarkets you have like a live lobster thing that you could catch? I thought it'd be kind of cool to do like a live squid thing, where you could get like one of those black squids and stuff. And of course there's a fishing rod in Minecraft, so you could fish for them. And stuff like that. I think that would be kind of neat to almost get like fresh produce. Very, very fresh produce. So let me just clickety-click that in. And there we goes. Whoops. Okay, so now let's grab ourselves some doors. We're gonna need 4 sets of doors. Right there. I should change that. Right over here. Of course. And there we go. So we've got that built. Whoops, a daisy. I gotta turn that to this color instead. Light gray wool. Okay, so that's a good sized shop right there. So you'd walk in. Then we'll do kind of the shelves all over the place. Because the thing is, you gotta remember, we want to not just do like one type of things. Like, we don't want to just have diamond swords and things like that. We're gonna have like one area that is gonna be dedicated. I don't know how. Let me know in the comment section below. I'll listen to you guys. How do you guys want it to be done? Do you want it to be separated like? One zone will have like all the pickaxes, for example. So we'll have like gold pickaxe, stone pickaxe, and diamond pickaxe and stuff like that. Or do you want it to be more like, okay, so all the diamond tools are in this corner, all the silver tools are in this corner, and all the all the iron tools are in this corner, and no silver tools. But iron is pretty much kind of acts like silver in this game. So yeah, basically, let me know what you guys would prefer in that sense. Which design would you like best? So that would be very, very cool to hear. So I'm thinking, do we want to make it 3 high or higher than that? I guess we could make it higher than that, can't we? We should be able to do that. Go in, one more. Careful, careful. There we go. Okay, so that is also going to act as our roof already. Because we want it to be a little bit spacious, right? We don't want it to be like crammed. So you walk in and you're basically, if you're like 6 feet, your head is scratching the ceiling. There are some of those stores that are just so tiny, and you walk in and again, I am nowhere near. I'm not sick. Well, maybe I'm close to, but not a big tall dude. I'm just average height, I guess. And still, there are shops where I walk in. I'm like, this is very uncomfortable. I'm not claustrophobic or anything, but there are those shops that are just so tiny, especially usually it's with antique stores. And I guess it's just because you can't really afford crazy rent that most places charge nowadays, probably. Because I would assume that most rents are just ludicrously high. And it is just practically impossible to afford renting anything on a public plaza or something like that, or a mall. I'm not sure. Do you have plazas in where you live? Because I know that was something that surprised me. Because when we came to Canada, I was like, plazas? What the heck is a plaza? And then I learned that plazas are what we basically call are like almost like strip malls. And no, it doesn't have anything to do with the other things that strip is associated with. But basically, kind of like malls. Basically, it's kind of like a collection of stores. It's almost like a mall. That's kind of how it acts. But it's more flat. Like it's not in one building. It's kind of like a big series of just stores after stores after stores. You know what I mean? Instead of how a mall is built, where it's just one building that houses a whole bunch of stores. Here, it's more like separate, tiny little buildings that are all connected one to another to just make up like a big web of shops, I guess. So. Yeah, let me know. I'd love to hear, especially if you're from other countries, like not North American countries, like if you're from Mexico, I'd love to hear that too, because that's pretty cool. But I know a lot about United States and Canada, so it's not as intriguing. Even though, still, should go ahead and share. I don't even know. I don't even think that most places in the United States have plazas. Maybe I'm incorrect about that. I think they usually opt out for malls, usually, over plazas. But nonetheless, go ahead and share your information and your info about your little town or country or whatever it may be. Or whatever the case may be, I should say. Okay, so this strategy works really well about building roofs, as you could tell. It's a very, very efficient, quick way to construct a roof. Oh, wow, actually, you know what would be a really cool? Okay. I think that'd be a really cool idea. We could make like a skyline, right? So you could actually like kind of. Okay, that looks hideous though. That looks hideous from below. Ah, damn, that is ugly. I really did not realize that the glass looks so ugly from below. That stinks. I thought it would look cool. Let's try that again. Maybe that was just a case of it not looking good. Nope, it's a case of it just being ugly, that's for sure. That sucks. I really wished it would look cool. That's okay though. So there we go. We've got that all nice and set up. Nice and set up. And grab some torches. Go ahead and set those up in the corners, of course, as I always do. Like so. To light the place very well. We'll put 2 torches above each entrance so that you have a good amount of light. And like so. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. So it looks like we've laid the foundation for the shop, which is going to be pretty cool. Now, I'm not going to continue onwards just because I want to hear from you guys. I want to do something at the top because I don't like that it's just kind of gray, plain. Or maybe, actually, you know what I'll do? Ooh, I have a good idea. Let's do it right now, actually. I think we should be able to pull this off on time. So what we'll do is we'll post stuff like that. Then we go in here and we grab a bow, we grab an arrow, we grab a sword, we grab another sword, we grab a diamond sword, we grab everything type of sword. Okay, and what else? Wait. Go into our tools, grab that, and grab this. And then we just place those like that. Whoops. Okay. That looks pretty cool now, huh? Okay. I think that looks really nice. Ha. There we go. Look at that. That looks way nicer than it did just even a split second ago. So that's cool. So we'll do the same thing on the other side on the next episode. But that being said, let me know in the comment section below what you would like to see done up about the inside in terms of how you want it to be classified. Do you want to see things classified in one section will have like all the swords, then another section will have all the pickaxes, another section will have all the whatever it may be, like, I don't know, axes or something like that. And then or do you want it to be like all the diamond stuff is here, all the gold stuff is here, all the iron stuff is here, all the stone stuff is in this section right here. So that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much for the support on the previous videos. If we could get to 500 likes, that would be absolutely spectacular, because it seems like that has been the normal trend so far on the Blitz Village episodes, so I really, really appreciate that. And that's amazing. Like, usually I don't get that many likes, so I really appreciate that you guys enjoy these videos so much. And I'll catch you guys next time. What am I talking about? I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Have a great day.